Okay, remember a little earlier in the show we told you that the Tamil Nadu minister Ponmudy, Ponmudy in particular, remember the Madras High Court was going to pronounce the quantum of punishment for him, and we now have those details for you. They've sentenced the higher education minister in the state of Tamil Nadu to 3 years of simple imprisonment. This is in a disproportionate assets case. They've also imposed a fine of 50 lakh each on him and his wife. This is a notable setback for the DMK government. So I do want to point out again, he's going to be imprisoned for 3 years of simple imprisonment, as you can see. What is the case against him? It centers around allegations that Ponmudy and his wife amassed assets worth 1.79 crores, 64% more than their known source of income between 2006 and 2010, when he was the Minister for Mines and Minerals in the DMK government. Now remember, this could be a big setback for him and his wife. They had both been ordered to appear before the court, and you can see him in those visuals on your screen right now. Now, this is a win, a significant win for the anti-corruption wing that comes under the state government itself. So I do want to point that out for you. Now, we're going to bring you more context, but it is possible now that he'll lose his ministerial position. I will wait for a reporter to join us to confirm that aspect for you. That is the big question here right now. As we told you right now, 50 lakhs each imposed on him and his wife. He's going to be going into jail for 3 years, as you can see. Now, legal sentences, the legal circles close to the DMK have been waiting for the quantum of this sentence because the order itself poses a significant challenge on his political career. It can also, as we just told you, lead to his immediate disqualification as an MLA. So we're going to wait for reporters to join us to bring us that follow through on this entire story. As we've already told you, this is in a high profile disproportionate assets case that's been playing out over the last few years. This decision, very importantly, overturns a previous acquittal by a lower court back in 2016. Now, the justice who presided over the appeal filed by the state government, remember the appeal challenged the acquittal of Ponmudy and his wife by the special court for the Prevention of Corruption Act cases. This was all playing out in Viluppuram. The HC's verdict found that the trial court had failed to properly assess the prosecution's evidence, which had led to an erroneous acquittal. Now, remember, this case centers around both Ponmudy and his wife amassing assets worth 1.79 crores, a disproportionate amount, as we're pointing out. 64% more, it's being said, than he was earning between April 2006 and March 2010, which is when he served as the minister in the DMK government again. So this is the same Stalin-led government when they were in power back in 2006 to 2010. It's during that time. My colleague Purnima with us right now. Purnima, the big question obviously had been whether or not he'd be disqualified as minister and as MLA. Now the sentence coming in, what can you tell us?
Well, in fact, the judge, when he began pronouncing the verdict, he said that it is proven that both the minister and his wife are convicted in a disproportionate assets case that dates back to the period when he was the Minister of Higher Education and Mines and Minerals between 2006 and 2010. And also, while imposing a penalty of 50 lakh rupees each for both the minister and his wife, the Madras High Court had sentenced both of them to a period of 3-year imprisonment in this particular case, but has also given time to both the minister and his wife for 30 days to make an appeal before the Supreme Court. Remember, when this case came up for hearing 2 days ago, the Madras High Court had made it clear that they are convicts, but in terms of quantum of sentencing that was to be heard today after the court had asked both the minister and his wife to appear in person before the court, but now both of them are given 3 years of imprisonment. At the moment, they are given a month's time to make an appeal before the Supreme Court, because that's what the council had said. And while both the convicts appeared before the court, the council as well as the minister said that there are medical conditions, he has health problems, he has heart issues, and therefore had asked and asked the judge to in fact reduce the punishment and give the minimum punishment, and the court had given them time to present themselves, and now the Madras High Court has sentenced both the minister and his wife to 3 years of imprisonment in the disproportionate assets case, but has also given time and has suspended the sentence for 30 days since the minister, accused one, who is also Ponmudy, he is still serving as the Minister of Higher Education.
That question, Purnima, of whether or not he'll be able to continue as minister, as an MLA, do we have any answer there? Purnima, you
at the moment, he is still a convict, and in terms of so at the moment, yes, he is a convict, and therefore he automatically gets disqualified as an MLA, because the judge said that he's a convict. But in terms of sentencing, because the Madras High Court has sentenced both the minister and his wife to 3 years of imprisonment, and for that to be suspended, or for them to make an appeal, the judge has in fact, in terms of the quantum of punishment and 3 years of imprisonment, in terms of that particular period, they have given 30 days for the minister and his wife and the council to appeal or to make an appeal before the Supreme Court. So right now, yes, automatically he is disqualified because he is convicted, but in terms of imprisonment, for that they are given 30 days time to make an appeal, to take the legal routes possible. So
okay,
yes, at the moment he's
we have some political leaders